Hello everybody, Rick Moxon here, and welcome to the Porygon Production PowerMon Draft League. This is going to be a brand new league that I'm going to be taking part of. This has an interesting gimmick about it, in that you draft mons, and then you can also draft like buffs to that mon. So I'm going to be going over my team that I have drafted. I'm pretty excited about some of the plans that I have for this team. And I think that it's going to be a pretty interesting draft. I'm very excited to be taking part in this. And this is a fairly hyper low power level. There's like a lot of mons that like I was kind of expecting to see that are kind of on the weaker side that aren't even here. It is also a Nat Dex as well, so everything is available. And there's a lot of different mons that have like these types of buffs. That like I was trying to figure out like what could I pick, and really I don't even know if I picked a good team. I just kind of picked things that like I felt I would like, and some like stuff that synergized well with mons that I liked. So if we go over here, we'll have a look at my team. I'm going to be going left down to the right column down. So we're going to be starting off with my first pick of Leafeon. Now Leafeon, I really like Leafeon, and I thought that with Flower Trick and Grassy Surge, I thought that would be an absolutely amazing first pick. And something that I think might be like one of the stronger things, I felt like might be one of the stronger things on the board. I could be completely wrong, I could be completely mistaken, but this was just kind of how I was feeling. I don't know if this is going to be the case, but we won't know until like, we start trying it out. I'm a huge fan of Leafeon, though. It is one of my favorite Pokemon. It is probably my second favorite evolution. Flareon being my favorite, but Flareon, shockingly, was not on the board, but I kind of understand because of its just 130 attack, and, like, that's pretty good. If you buff it, it's going to actually be a good mon, so, Leafeon, with less attack, might not be the best, but it's still a pretty good mon. Next up, I picked up Galarian Linoone. Again, just a Pokemon that I really like. And I thought that it would be interesting to run it as kind of like a fast supportive mon. With Nuzzle, being able to remove hazards and maybe like do like some cheeky setup with Tidy Up. It's got pivoting with Parting Shot. Some other moves that I probably... well, hold on. So let's actually go over to the draft board here. And you can actually see like a few things, but let's look at Leafeon here. So with Leafeon, other things that I could have given it, I could have given it Play Rough, Encore, Sappy Seed, which is the Eevee move, which from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that I believe sets up Leech Seed. And then I also could have given Leafeon Tidy Up. I did not think I needed Tidy Up if I was taking Grassy Surge, and I have access to Sword Stance Grassy Glide. So I figured, I did not really need Tidy Up for a setup. Since I have Sword Stance Grassy Glide, I've got Flower Trick for just some really powerful damage. But let's also go over to Linoone. So if we look at Linoone Galar here, other things I could have given it, I could have given it U-Turn, but I did not think I needed U-Turn because of being able to Parting Shot, and I think Parting Shot is just a little bit better of a U-Turn. Could have given it Pursuit and Return, as well as Defiant. I did not think I needed any of these. If I'm running Nuzzle, I'm kind of running it just to be able to Paralyze, get some speed control going, and then Tidy Up to be able to clear out hazards. So I felt like, this is kind of just what I needed for Linoone. And I felt like that I was spending my points appropriately. Dewpider. I felt like, maybe Sticky Webs could be fun. I don't have, like, a good Rapid Spinner. I've got Shelgon with Mortal Spin, but we'll talk about Shelgon later. But Dewpider, in a very low-power format, I figured, Dewpider with the Eviolite could be pretty good. I've got a lot of very good Eviolite mons that could be pretty good. But buffs that I could have given it that I was looking at, they could have given it. I could have gotten it U-Turn, Ice Spinner, Flip Turn, Taunt, and Oblivious. The only one that was really, like, I was looking at, I also could have given it the ability to Terra. I think I could have done that with Linoon as well, but I did not feel like needing the points for it. I was looking at Flip Turn, because Water Bubble Flip Turn would be able to do a lot, but I decided against it. I decided I did not need it. I just felt like that Dew Fighter might not be coming to a lot of games, but can at least contribute with Sticky Web and a very good ability with just the moves that it has access to already. Next up, I went with Sawsbuck, and pairing Sawsbuck alongside Leafeon with the Grassy Surge, and Sawsbuck with Unburdened. So, whoops. Did not think that through. But Sawsbuck with Unburden, I felt was very, very good, and it also able to get close combat on it as well. Now, other things that I could have given it, they gave Sawsbuck a lot, but I felt like I only did close combat and Unburden. U-turn, if I'm coming in and I'm setting up Sawsbuck for an endgame with Unburdened Swords Dance, I don't need U-turn. Sideshow Bash, I was kind of looking at, but if I'm getting my +1 defense from the Grassy Seed, probably don't need Sideshow Bash, although it's not a bad option. It's just not one that I was interested in. Woodhammer, I was kind of looking at, but I figured probably don't need it. Especially because like I'm already getting my power boost from being in grassy terrain, and I can run Horn Leech to be able to keep myself healthy. I can invest a lot in the bulk since I'm running Unburden. And so I really don't have to worry about... I don't want to worry about taking recoil. Even if, like, I may miss out on some KOs. I'm investing a lot in the bulk, so I'm a lot healthier, so I'm able to stay on the field longer. Close combat was really the only thing that I felt like I needed. Again, with Head Charge, probably could have been good. Again, with that Axe Kick, I really don't need because Sawsbuck gets Jump Kick. Little less accurate, but also taking close combat, just a better move in general. So overall, I'm very happy with how Sawsbuck turned out. And I think that Sawsbuck Leafeon is going to be a very, very powerful combination with the Grassy Surge and Unburden. Next up, I picked up Meowstic. Meowstic, overall, pretty good Mon. I believe I have access to both male and female because I did not see female Meowstic on the board. So I've got access to a lot of different things for Meowstic. It is one of my favorite Pokemon. I really do like just Meowstic. Sadly, no Mega Meowstic. That would be too good. But looking at what I could have given Meowstic, if you go over here, I could have given it Healing Wish, Glare. I gave it Recover. I could have given it Psycho Boost, Aura Sphere, and Fluffy. Now, some of these things were very expensive. I went with Recover for Prankster Recover. I felt like that would be the main thing that I would probably end up wanting to have is some reliable recovery on if I'm running Meowstic defensive or if I'm running it as like a setup mod with a Prankster Calm Mind. So that was the only thing that I really felt like I wanted with Meowstic was just Recover. Because Meowstic just has access to a bunch of good moves already that it did not really need anything else. Aura Sphere probably would have been nice to have if I am running that Calm Mindset. Again, not completely necessary. Next up, Growlithe Hisui. Now this, I think, is going to be a very, very fun set. Now, Growlithe, pretty low points, but in a low-powered format, you still have high base power moves, and Growlithe can really make use of a lot of the high base power moves that it gets access to because it gets access to Rock Head, and so it's got Head Smash, Flare Blitz, and giving it Volt Tackle. You've got some really good moves right there, and it is going to do so much damage, especially because my Growlithe can Terrastallize. So being able to Terra Growlithe into either Fire for more powerful Flare Blitzes, Rock for more powerful Head Smashes, and Excel Rocks, giving it giving it actual priority because it does not have access to Extreme Speed, but Excel Rock gaining the stab boost, still very powerful, especially if I Terra to Rock. Excel Rock will get a power boost. Because I'm Terra to Rock, it will go up to 60 base power, and then it will get the stab boost, so it will end up doing a ton of damage. Or I could Terra Electric Volt Tackle. So there's a lot of different ways that I can play Growlithe, Hisui, and I felt like that it was one of the funnier mons that I had access to. Looking at what else I could have given it, there wasn't really too much. There was Sizzly Slide and Mighty Cleave. Now, Mighty Cleave would have been... I was looking a little bit at Mighty Cleave, but I felt like that I really did not need it. Being able to Break Protect, really nice. Mighty Cleave is a very good move, but did not think I needed it. I felt like I used my points pretty accordingly with Growlithe. Just making sure that, like, you know, it was doing pretty good. It'd be doing pretty good. Next up is Shelgon. Now, Shelgon, I just grabbed Mortal Spin. I felt like that, you know, having another form of hazard removal. I've got plenty of hazard removal with Linoon Tidy Up, with Togetic Defog. But, like, I like having my options. I like being able to have many different options available. Mortal Spin Shelgon, I felt, would work perfectly for the team. And also, you know, Shelgon itself can Dragon Dance as well. It's got some very, very respectable base bulk, a good typing, a good move pool, and so, you know, I can run either like a defensive Shelgon with Mortal Spin or an offensive Shelgon with Dragon Dance, and be able to really play to the different strengths of Shelgon. Now, I believe I could have given Shelgon a good amount of things. Mostly all on the pretty much all on the defensive side. So I could have given it Baneful Bunker for like Protect. I could have given it Slack Off for Recovery. I was debating on that, but I decided against it. Rough Skin. I felt like Shelgon had some pretty good moves already. I don't think I need Rough Skin. And then Dragon Hammer, which I did not like the idea of Dragon Hammer. So the only other move I was looking at really was Slack Off. But I think I picked my moves. I think I picked Shelgon accordingly, and I think it's going to end up working out pretty well. Next up was Togetic. So at this point in my draft, I felt like I needed a Dragon Fairy Steel Core. So I went to Togetic alongside Shelgon. And Togetic, you know, is a very especially bulky mon. It is super bulky on the special side. It does not have the best HP stat. If we go look at Togetic, it's got 55 HP, but it's got 85 defense and 105 special defense. So it is very, very bulky. Now, it doesn't have, like, you know, the best move pool for being a fairy type, but it does have a very good supporting move pool. And the big thing about Togetic is just the fact that, you know, it really did not have the best pivoting options. It has Baton Pass. Actually, it has Baton Pass. I did not need U-Turn. Gosh dang it. I forgot that it got Baton Pass. But I guess U-Turn does make is a little bit better. Because I can't be taunted into not being able to use Baton Pass. But Baton Pass would have been good enough. But, oh well. U-Turn I will take. But another thing that I like about Togetic is that it is slow. It is very slow, so I can get in. I can use U-Turn to be able to pivot into my different more offensive options, like the Leafeon, like the Sawsbuck, like the Growlithe. Because they're not going to be able to get in all that well, but with Togetic, I can get them in a lot safer. So some other things that I could have gone with Togetic. I don't know how to spell it right now. There we go. I could have gone a lot of different moves with Togetic. So access to Calm Mind, Aeroblast, Moonblast, Oblivion Wing, Misty Surge. Although, Misty Surge, I really did not think I would want, because Togetic is a flying type. It does not gain access to the stuff that Misty Surge would provide. So, Misty Surge would just be for my teammates. So I really did not think I needed Misty Surge, so I just went with the U-turn. Although I guess Misty Surge would be pretty good pairing with Sawsbuck. But I decided against it. I decided I did not need it. Although if I did think about it again, I probably would have spent the 1 point differently because I have Baton Pass instead of U-turn. Oh well, oh well. Next up is my Steel type. I decided on Honedge. And Honedge having access to Bitter Blade and Stealth Rocks. I did not have a Rocker, and I looked at Honedge and I was like, well, that's a Steel type, that's a Ghost type. I don't have either of those, so that is very nice. Plus having access, plus being able to gain access to Stealth Rocks. So while Honedge, is a base form, it is a perfect base form for what I'm looking for. Other things that I could have given Honedge, I could have given it Behemoth Blade, Intrepid Sword, and Levitate. I think I went correct with how I decided on Honedge, although it would have been pretty funny giving it Behemoth Blade, but I decided against it. I decided I did not need Honedge, or Behemoth Blade. And then my last pick, I decided on Hippopotas. I was like, I did not have Hippopotas at first. I did not know what my budget would be on all of my different buffs. And so I grabbed Hippopotas basically last second because I did not have a ground type. And I did like the effect that Hippopotas was also just another form of hazards. And the fact that I actually could run an ability on Hippopotas. I can run Thick Fat. Other things I could have given Hippopotas, I could have given it Shore Up. Don't need Shore Up. Shore Up actually would have been pretty good on Hippopotas, though, because of Sandstream. Shore Up healing more in the Sandstream. So, that would have been pretty good, but, Hippopotas does have access to Slack Off. I think Slack Off is going to be enough. Could have given it Spikes. Don't really think I don't need Spikes. Stealth Rocks is more than enough. Plus, if, I need to either defog or tidy up, I don't want to waste the turns spiking just in case I need to do that in the future. Glare, I do like Glare as a move, but because I do have Nuzzle on Linoon, I figured I did not need Glare. So this is my draft that I have for the Porygon Production PowerMons. Overall, I'm pretty happy with what I came up with, and I'm pretty excited for this draft because this is a draft style that I've never really even thought about, and I'm super excited to see how things go, especially just because, it's a lot of very, very low-tier mons, so there's a lot of mons that you would really never see that can end up being probably really good mons in this. Like, Growlithe and Honedge, you'd really only ever see in Little Cup. And so I'm super excited to be able to use them. And as far as I know, checking the rules, there is no Eviolite clause, but there's probably going to be a lot of knockoffs. So I can't not just rely on Eviolite being able to shore up a lot of the lack of defenses that some of my mons will have. But overall, I'm very, very excited with just how things are going to end up going. So I hope that you all look forward to this. I'm looking forward to it a lot. But either way, I hope that you all enjoy this draft, and I hope that you all have yourselves a fantastic day.